Or we will go to the 5-player shootout. And this should be an exciting finish indeed. 6-6 is our score here, and this the Bulldogs home opener, and an exciting one it's been for the assembled crowd here. Shootout procedure, Steve, relatively simple. 5 players from each team will attempt to score via the penalty shot format. Here's the first one. This is Mike Martin for the Cobras. They shoot first. Nick Vitucci, Brown, and a save by Vitucci. So it's 1-0 Cobras through the first set of shooters. There will be a total of 5 for each team.
Well, Brown's just going to flat out try to wrist shot that puck right between the post and the pad, and it was just a matter of Vitucci just threw his body from left to right.
Stanislaus Tkach in alone, the second shot. Tkach on the backhand, and he missed the far post as he had Richards down.
Oh, they go so slow.
How about that?
Tkach, he was actually standing still nearly by the time he got. He's trying to go left to right, left to right, left to right. He's trying to get the goaltender moving by getting his stick and puck moving, and it was Richard coming up with a big save.
Here comes Derek Clancy for the Bulldogs. Clancy, open net to score! And there you go. Each team with a overtime shootout goal in this one, and we're tied at 7.
And this just shows you've got to have patience. Clancy's going to wait, then he's going to drop the shoulder, wait for Vitucci to go down, and upstairs he goes.
Robin Bouchard in alone, and Bouchard stoned by Mark Richards as he comes up big on the third offering by the Cobras. Dennis Maxwell of the Bulldogs will be next.
Goaltending, goaltending, goaltending. And right here, it's just a matter of Richards staying right with the puck and waiting, and that's why he made the save.
Here's Maxwell in alone, goes backhand and tries to stuff it 5-hole. Vitucci says, I got you there, big guy.
Well, he just tried that delay, right? You try to get that goaltender to spread the legs so he can just kind of flip the puck nonchalantly through the legs. But guess what? The stick of Vitucci was there, and that's what saved the goal.
Here comes Kurt Miller for the Cobras. Miller with a rifter off the post and in, and the Cobras have taken a 2-1 shootout lead.
Well, Miller, once again, very much like everybody else, they're just going slow, waiting, and then that was just flat out wrist shot inside the post, right on the money for the Cobras.
Jamie Cook would like to score. The pressure's not on him, and he does. As it appears, Vitucci got a piece of that.
He did get a piece of it, but Cook, he just made that quick wrist shot, and imagine Vitucci is trying to recover, but he can't. He's going backwards into the net. That actually beat him through the 5-hole, as Vitucci going backwards caused the problem.
Each team with 2 shootout goals. Here comes Grolu. Denied by Mark Richards, and so the Bulldogs can win it right here. Well, if Donnie Martin can score.
And this time it was Grulu just going on the backhand. He's going to try to sweep right here. Bang, he comes right back and comes on the forehand. And Richards did a great job of staying right with him.
Here comes Martin, Donnie Martin for the game. Score! And the Bulldogs win. Donnie Martin, his second goal of the game, this one in shootout fashion, and the Bulldogs in the record books. It'll go down as a 9-8 victory in this, the home opener of the 1996 season. And he just gunned this one. He was going great guns the whole way.
And you know what's interesting about Donnie Martin? He did something exactly opposite everybody else did. He had speed here. He was moving in with some speed. Got his head up. He's looking. He knows where he wants to go. But look, a lot quicker than a lot of the other players that moved in. And now he's got to the hash mark. Bang! He just waits for the goaltender to go down. Upstairs he goes, and the Bulldogs win.
Their second win of the season, their second win against these Empire State Cobras, the best in the Atlantic Division, and the Bulldogs have indeed measured up in this one here tonight. You've been watching exclusive coverage of the Philadelphia Bulldogs on Sports Channel. And it is the Blast that have, as you see there, the 2-goal lead. Getting our first look here tonight is Danielle Bertiome in goal for the Bulldogs on our Sports Channel telecast. They call him the Bandit for a good reason, because he'll rob you blind. And one of his most memorable moments as an NHLer came in this building. Our Joe Stazak has the story.
where most of its principals are career minor leaguers, it's rare to find anyone with an NHL background. But among the Bulldogs' 96 roster has emerged Danielle Burton, a goaltender with almost a decade of NHL experience. At age 28, though, his career had run its course. Now, 2 years removed from the Bigs, he's come to terms with the fact that he won't be returning. But his love for hockey and his competitive desire has kept him in the game.
If I didn't like to play hockey, I'd definitely be fishing and play tennis. But I always liked it. It's been 13, 14 years now I played pro. I think I like the game. And when you hit 30 years old, you're almost done. You have 3, 4 more years maybe if you have no injury. And the years are going one by one, and I want to win a championship. Overly, I could win one with this team in the roller hockey season.
Throughout his NHL tenure, he posted solid numbers, but his career was riddled with ups and downs as well as unrealized potential. No one ever questioned his ability, but mistakes that he made at an early age branded him with a label that may have cost Burton a better fate.
You know, you're a young player. Sometimes you could get distracted by big cities, and I think I might have got off track a few times, and I guess that could be part of it. But I mean, there's nothing I could do anymore. I can't rewind the tape and say, okay, let's go back at 24 years old. Mistakes have been made, and you could say I'm paying for it. I will say you're right, but in a different perspective, everything is meant for a reason, and it's meant that I'm 30 years old and I'm playing in another league in the NHL, and I got to accept that for the fact that it is.
All told, this is the 18th different club that Burton has played for in the last decade. But his newest home is right here at the Core State Spectrum, a place where he has always enjoyed a lot of success. In fact, one of his brightest NHL moments came right here in 1989 when he led the Winnipeg Jets to a 1-0 sudden death victory over the Flyers.
It was fun because at the time I thought I was getting paid $2 grand for a shutout, so I took some guys for dinner, but we forgot to put it in my contract. So I ended up spending $600-700 for 5 guys. The next morning I was like, oh my God, I don't have that in my contract. So that was kind of funny, and we laughed about it, and I got jokes around about this one. But you know, there's a lot of good things happen, and I really enjoy my 9 years in the NHL.
They didn't put that clause in his RHI contract either for a good reason. He only makes $180 a game. I guess if you're going to take anybody out to dinner here, you're going to have to do some fast food. Danielle Burton, one of the graybeards, clears out of the Philadelphia zone. Nelson and Maxwell. Maxwell in all alone. Maxwell, can he get the shot off? Yes, going to score! Has perhaps Stefan Charbonneau got a piece of that on the nice cross flat pass by Dennis Maxwell. And the Bulldogs have knotted this one up in short time.
Well, Milton, he tries to get back into the play, and I'll tell you what, there's actually not one but two. You got Spencer there too. But hey, it's Maxwell flat out skating everybody here. Melton with a late shot there. But hey, Maxwell says no, I'm going to get to it. And then here comes right late in the play. Here comes Spencer. But still, Maxwell has the ability to just go to the net. That's what he's doing. He's going to go to the net and then make a pretty pass to Charbonneau, who's all by himself by that time, and he just flips the puck high and over a fallen Bill Pye to tie this hockey game.
Charbonneau, the goal, his fourth. He has a and it controls the puck in their own zone. Now, ahead of steam. Shoot, ahead to Spencer. Burton down, gets a pad on the shot. The offering by Spencer. A circus save that was for Danielle Burton. The other way, here comes Donnie Martin. Martin to the slot, makes a wrist shot, sticked aside by Bill Pye. Rebound deep into the left wing corner. Cook comes out of there. Cook, puck rolling, takes a shot, loose! And Bill Pye finds it quickly and gets the glove on there for a great stoppage. Great goaltending at both ends of the floor here. Dave, how about that Danielle Burton?
Well, Burton's going to make this a hockey game. In other words, 3 goals might have been a little bit too much for the Bulldogs to come back, but how about this pass? And then Spencer, he drops his shoulder. Burton goes down, but he's crawling in the direction of where the shot's going to come from. So no, he doesn't have any idea where the puck is, but all he's doing is rolling to make sure that he's covering as much net as possible. Spencer's probably shaking his head. He's going, look, I got all that net to work with. I'm going to go top shelf, and look at the pads. The pads come up and into the air, and